with our vacancy situation until maybe the end of May. And I might be a little bit more involved after that as the vacancy continues. So anyway, we look forward to being here in the future as well. And I just wanted to ask, is there any announcements, either Chris or Rodney, any announcements?
They are, we have someone that is very special visiting us this week. It's my professor from PSI, Professor Sorum, and he would like to talk a little bit about my seminary and, you know, the upcoming graduation. So if you want to come up and, yeah.
I recognize you, but I didn't realize that you might be with us today. So, Professor Sorum.
Thank you. So this is a surprise to you. It was a surprise to me to see you up there.
Very good.
Good job. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
All right. So it was approximately 10 years ago. Pastor Herb Hunekak recognized some potential in this young man, Rodney Rivera, and started providing spiritual training so that he could lead his flock. After 3 years of that, Pastor Hunekak, in collaboration with Evangelical Lutheran Synod, reached out to me as director of the Pastoral Studies Institute of Wisconsin Lutheran Seminary. And what we do, what the PSI does, is work with people like Rodney, people who come to our country, become Lutherans, want to become spiritual leaders, want to become pastors. So we provide this training for them in their settings. And Pastor Hunekak and the Evangelical Lutheran Synod reached out to us and said, would you help us train Rodney? So I came here 7 years ago. Do I look? Who recognizes me? Anybody here? 2. Nobody from the congregation. Okay, now you know why this took so long. So I came down here 7 years ago, and I negotiated with your leaders in this congregation and spiritual leaders of the Spanish congregation and with the leaders of the Evangelical Lutheran Synod, and we said, all right, we will provide pastoral training for your man. And well, 7 years later, here we are. Can you believe it? Now, why did it take so long? I think you know, you understand when there's a turnover in pastors, and the administrators of the Evangelical Lutheran Synod have also changed since Rodney and I began together. So over the last 7 years, many different teachers, many different professors have sat with Rodney one-on-one or sometimes in a Zoom class and provided pastoral training. And I want to tell you a little bit about that pastoral training. The heart and core of the curriculum that Rodney received over these 7 years is the heart and core of the training that all of our men get at Wisconsin Lutheran Seminary in Mequon. It's not exactly the same. We don't train the people who are focusing their ministry to a specific ethnic group. We don't train them to do all the things that we do at Mequon, because we didn't train Rodney to go to Madison, Wisconsin. We trained him for his ministry here. And that training, it had 4 levels. The training was thorough. We have in Mequon the full transcript of every class and all the grades that Rodney successfully accomplished. So now, this last week, we kind of knocked out the last of his classes. It was kind of rugged, and we were hard at it for 4 days because we want him to graduate this May. So we finished up. He's got one more class he's taking with another professor, but he has, except for that one class, he has completed the whole program. He's done everything that we've asked him to do, and in the process, Rodney has become quite dear and special and loved and highly respected by us at the seminary, the pastoral studies team. We really have loved the patient endurance of Rodney. We have loved how hard he works. We have loved his spirit, his energy, his faithfulness, his humility. You know, when you were going through the Beatitudes, I was thinking, man, you're talking about my man Rodney over there. So it's really exciting for me to say to you that on May 22nd, we have invited Rodney and his family to come to Mequon, and Rodney is going to graduate with all of the other traditional students of the traditional seminary training program. So when a man graduates from the Pastoral Studies Institute, he graduates from our seminary and he has earned the full status of pastor. He is as much of a trained pastor as the two of us are. He has the same certification, the same qualification, the same respect and honor earned by demonstrating his character and accomplishing the academic schedule, and now will graduate from our seminary as a pastor. He will be as much of a certified for ministry as any of those other men are. And I wanted to tell you about that. I suspect that this might be news to some of all y'all, and I'm sorry about that. But you get the sweet part. You get to hear that this work has been done. And when he graduates from our seminary in May, he will graduate as certified for pastoral ministry. Now, Rodney is still, his training project, his training program, we did it for this congregation and for the Evangelical Lutheran Synod. He's not our guy. Now, we'd love to have him. We would love to have him, but he's not our guy. He's how do I say this? He's worked through the program to serve in the Evangelical Lutheran Synod. I don't have any responsibility or charter or involvement in what happens to Rodney after he graduates. That's not my area of service. But my area of service is to come down here and to tell you that Rodney has accomplished his program. He's done a wonderful job. It's been a great privilege for us to know him and to walk with him in this journey. And we're really, really proud of Rodney and excited that he will have his face every year at graduation. The graduating class has a picture of all of them on the wall. Rodney's going to be in that picture for the graduating class of 2026. And thank you for letting me share with you this really, really exciting news. I'm eager to share this same news with the Spanish community that Rodney serves at noon, and I would be more than happy to try to respond to any questions you might have. Chris?
Just overwhelmed with joy what I'm hearing. I just want to give him another. Thank you.
It is a joyful thing. Please.
How many men are in this program, this PSI program?
40 in North America right now. From men, immigrants from Africa and Asia and all over the world.
In where you were over in Europe, those are in this program as well?
Actually, yes. Okay, I'm trying not to get too wonky, but our program now serves actually men also in Europe. And that's kind of a crazy thing to have a seminary in Mequon, Wisconsin with students in the UK, and students in the Ukraine, and students in Russia. But those are our students, and they will also graduate like Rodney has from our program. When I go overseas, I'm usually going overseas to support our world mission training programs. So that's something, there's 3 members of the PSI team, and we travel a lot to support world pastoral training in many different countries. So I'm announced my retirement for 1.5 years from now, and I've been blessed to serve Jesus in about 38 countries. I'm hoping to get up to 40. And, kind of that's a very symbolic number in the Bible. Like 40 years of wandering in the wilderness, kind of thing. But what makes my life so rich isn't the traveling to different countries, but finding men like Rodney in these countries that they just want to know how to be a good Lutheran pastor. Any other questions or comments that you have? Thank you very much for these few minutes to just give this report to you.
Could I make a comment? One thing that the congregation should know, and Professor Sorum alluded to that, when Rodney graduates from our seminary, he will be, I'll put it in English, a candidate for the pastoral ministry. But if he's going to be serving here, the congregation has the privilege of calling him to serve, and that will lead to his ordination into the pastoral ministry. So, Rodney, have you ever received any official call from the congregation?
Well, he has a call to be a vicar for the Spanish congregation.
Okay,
Yeah,
so maybe the call is already in existence.
correct.
But something for all of you to think about also on the English side is that it would be appropriate, as Rodney would continue here after his graduation, that we would have an ordination ceremony here as a called worker to Peace Lutheran Church. Just thought I'd fill in on something for all of you to think about sometime after May 22nd. Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else? Once again, I appreciate the opportunity to be here, and Bonnie sends her greetings as well. We look forward to seeing you all again soon. God bless.
I'm still walking.